sub-special. And you know what that means? Wall conquest time, which for me means 9 hours of recording. But anyways, it's not gonna be any boring wall conquest, because today we will play Argentina, not one of the strongest nations at the beginning, and we will get ourselves a very special leader. So without further ado, Araman, historical, and go. I'm gonna start building some mills with the industry we have, research-wise, engineering, and production, the standards. And in production, I would say, let's just build guns for now and some convoys. Both never wrong. And focus-wise, we have to be very quick. This is a world conquest, so I want to get to the conquest part of the focus tree as fast as possible, otherwise this will take forever. This is not my first recording. So let's start off with the political path immediately. More political power and improving the infamous decade modifier into our favor, plus a new leader. Let's go. And this time, I can actually keep my armies. I recorded 2 Tangoli challenges in a row. Another one we see probably in a month. I have some help with an editor. I try to train editors now. If you're interested, ping me. Yeah, I'm not used to keeping them anymore, and I'm very happy to keep them because being without an army is not fun in HOI4. It's kind of scary. And we also have quite a big navy. I always forget that about South America. They have huge navies for reasons. Anyways, new leader is here. Focus is done. And of course, we're gonna go down the nationalist path because we need as much support as possible as soon as possible. We are now standing around 20% support, and to flip, we need 60% support. Actually, a bit more, but it literally needs to be less than 1% more. So let's just say 60%. And to make that even faster, let's get this beautiful advisor. With that focus done, we now have 2 choices. Either we crack down on corruption, gaining production efficiency and some ideology support, but losing political power gain. And trust me, you will need so much political power in the mid-game. Keep this. Corruption this playthrough, amazing. We gotta cut ties with the British, removing this way worse modifier. I don't actually know if it's way worse, I'm just saying it. Oh yeah, consumer goods factor, that's actually pretty bad. Yeah, way worse modifier, and work ourselves further down the focus tree. Because of enough political power, I'm gonna get myself the silent workhorse. Very good. So we cut the ties with the British. Now once again, multiple choices. Firstly, we can support the Spanish Civil War, giving us some bonuses, but nothing we really need. And this is a world conquest anyways, so I don't care if they win the Civil War or not. We also have corporatism, which is very good, giving us party popularity support, 10%, and 2 mill factories. Both very needed right now. But this once again is a little bit of a noob trap, because a flat modifier is used the best for the last few percent of party popularity, because ticking party popularity becomes weaker the more party popularity you have. You already see infamous decade gives us 0.01, but should actually give us 0.03. So it already became a lot weaker because we have 30% support. I'm gonna go down support radical nationalism for ticking party popularity support and some other stuff, because this is way better used now. This focus over here, we're gonna use to get from 50% support up to the 60 we need. And yes, I turned this a little bit into a guide to how party popularity works. I'm sorry for people who didn't know that yet. I hope I could help. For people who already know this, here are some memes to make it funny. Yeah, those are very funny memes, I promise. So once again, political power is here. I'm gonna get myself a tenacious negotiator for even more political power gain. And after that, we're gonna finally start using some of our political power. I know, crazy. That focus is done. Once again, 2 choices. Go closer to the Italians or go closer to the Germans. For kinda obvious reasons, I'm gonna get closer to the Germans, giving us some nice research bonuses and a mill factory. Very good. So what I'm gonna do now in the background is, firstly, use my political power to weaken ideologies I want weakened. So I'm gonna do anti-democratic raids, and after I have more political power, I'm gonna do anti-communist raids, which takes away party popularity from those ideologies. The stability drop is temporary. You get exactly 10 stability back over time. Doesn't matter right now. What my goal here is to strengthen the ideology we want strengthened, directly and indirectly. I'm using all of the tools I have. And something I also want to do, which I will not explain in detail today, an intelligence agency. I will explain what I do with it, but I will not explain today how intelligence agencies work in detail. We already had enough guides for the beginning. Once again, had a funny meme. So, we have encouraged German investments, so we are basically ready to take this focus, but we just don't have enough party popularity technology to do it. So what we can do now is to finally crack down on... No, don't do that. That was a joke. That is a noob trap. So over here is also a research slot. I'm gonna get closer to that one, giving us a nice industrial concern. Let's go. And don't forget raids. In the background, we just, you know, continue industry research. We can't attack anyone yet, so just gonna do the boring stuff at the beginning. I mean, we have 2 research slots. I would love to get a 3rd one, but that one is sadly behind the focus I can't do yet. Yeah, getting certain nation vibes again. That was a fun world conquest. It wasn't. So let's get a Chief of Army offensive expert, giving us ticking army experience. And I will need that. I will need that a lot. We also finished this focus over here. So let's continue going down here until we can go down here. Also gonna get myself the central bank, because that is actually a very good industrial concern. And I'm doing industry research right now, so it makes sense. So one last department upgrade before we get our 2nd operative. Now, our 1st operative is in a very special nation, the United States. And yeah, we have the last upgrade. So in 30 days, we get our 2nd operative. Very good. And would you look at that? We have a grand battle plan expert. Let's go. I'm gonna take that one. That is delicious. Focus is done. So let's go down. Operatism. 35 days. Very quick. And we should be over 60% after that. On the side, we get our 2nd operative. And their job will be to boost party popularity in the US. And here it really doesn't matter which party popularity we boost. This is just about reducing democratic support. Why? We're gonna be a bit exploited today. If you look over here, Arsenal of Democracy, which unlocks all of these big focuses over here, needs the US to have over 95% democratic party popularity support. And the best thing is, the USA has no real modifier that ticks democracy up. Once we push it under that threshold, the eye is locked out of this focus for the entire game. I know it's a bit exploity, but this is an Argentine world conquest. I don't want to be here around 1960. The US is still gonna be very strong. They will actually attack us a bit earlier, because this focus exists, and they have less focuses before that now. They basically get a decision to attack you here. I'm not joking, the US just has that. And yeah, use this knowledge wisely. Of course, shout out here to Mr. Scout in my Discord who told me about this. Thank you. So corporatism is done. Let's do Guardia Nacional. We get military government, and our ideology and leader will change. Let's go. So we have a new leader giving us war support, party popularity, and acceptance of... Okay, that's not that interesting. So before we rush down here, I'm gonna finally get myself the research slot, and I'm gonna change our economy to war economy. Okay, because it's a bit faster, I'm gonna change to this ideology, because non-aligned takes forever. It actually does take way longer. And look at that. More political power. I actually never used it, and I don't even have a doctrine yet, but I'm really in political power mood today. I'm gonna take that. I do feel kind of stupid that I increased my conscription law already once. Yeah, but that's on me. Anyways, let's get the research slot. And yeah, with the last focus, we got these divisions. They're really cool. They're basically a very slim version of a motorized division, but for the early wars, they are pretty good, because they're actually quite experienced and really fast. So for this war over here, they will be very useful. And they're locked out of the focus. Can't do Arsenal of Democracy anymore. This is so stupid that you can do that. I only did this once in a test run, and I think I will never use it again because it feels kind of dirty, but it's so stupid that you can do that. Thanks again for letting me know. Anyways, we got the research slot, so I would say let's risk it and get Uruguay. The problem here is that Uruguay is a little bit of a gamble, because in this war, Brazil can intervene, and that's really bad. By the way, we have so many mills right now. I'm gonna switch up production a little bit. Yeah, looking pretty good. Might need a bit more steel. And new research slot, let's make better guns, because we're still using World War I guns. Yeah, I don't want to do that before I really have to, and very soon there's a video coming we have to do that anyways, and it's gonna be fun. And I have to say, for using MIOs, we're making really good political power. That is actually a lot, and it's all thanks to our best national spirit. Can now thank your local politician for giving you 10% political power again. Focus is done. I will go down immediately. Rapid militarization for 2 more mills and a very good modifier for 1 year. And we're already building mills, so we're using it actually quite wisely. In the background, I'm just cheekily gonna declare this war, which could call in Brazil. I'm just gonna pray they don't, and just be in the safe side. I'm gonna pop out a few divisions over here and give them the job to guard that. But besides that, I would say let's do a little bit of force attacking and push through. So everything is pinned. We continue our push, and now you will see why I love those motorized divisions so much, because they are so fast. It is ironically incredible. And here we go. War 1. Nice. And yeah, we got really lucky. Brazil didn't do anything. They can, but I think if you have enough troops, they're kind of scared. And with rapid militarization done, we can go down war division, giving us, once again, good modifiers for a year. I see an ongoing theme here. Oh, by the way, I forgot my spies in America. Kind of lucky they didn't get captured yet. You know what? You can just go into Paraguay, because that's gonna be my next target. So, war division is done. Now we have two choices again. Join the Axis, which I won't, because reasons, or Argentina first, giving us our own faction and a nice national spirit. So, you know what? Let's just do that. And what we can also do right now is finally start Grand Battle Plan. I should maybe also, like, update my divisions a little bit. Yeah, now at least have support artillery, and we have enough. That's good. I need to build way more artillery, though. So, we kind of caught up in gun research, which is kind of good when you have an infantry army. So, let's finally get support equipment, because we don't have that. We have no idea what that is. Shovel, never heard of that. And at the same time, we can now do Dominate the South, which gives us a very nice modifier for 2 years and unlocks basically all of our conquest decisions in South America. And to be more precise, in South America. The rest you have to fabricate ourselves. Yeah, I don't know why. Down here you can core everything, but you don't get a war goal against everything. It is kind of weird. And because I see a few attrition problems, although they're trading, but still, let's get Army Logistics Expert. I think this guy, especially in these regions, is never a bad choice. Like, never. So, now that we're researching artillery, caught up in guns, and can't do anything over here yet, let's finally research the not interwar plane. Because in some regions, I would love to have some air force. And with some regions, I mean Peru. And we now have, once again, more than 2 choices, but I actually want to expand, so we have, like, these 2 choices. Over here, we asked him to be our puppet, which I don't want. I'd rather just control the land directly. So I'm gonna go with the war goal. Especially with the knowledge that we can core everything, right? It's just way better that way. We do kind of need to be prepared, though, because they still have this modifier, and I hate it. It's bad. And because we talked about supply, like, a few seconds ago, let's get a logistics company. Minus 10% supply usage. Very good. I do have to say myself, I forget to upgrade those a lot, but the bonuses support companies give are kind of wild. They're really good. Like, at the end here, you're looking at all of this added together, minus 40% supply usage. That is huge. Yeah, Paraguay is not chill. USA, my spies just chilled for 1 year. Paraguay, dead after 2 months. But doesn't matter right now. We have the war goal, so let's demand all of Chile. I actually want to conquer them, but the other choice is even worse. So I already just sent them an ultimatum to join me or regret that. But without any further ado, let's just push. Yeah, Paraguay is always fun to deal with, especially because you have to control every province. It's one of those nations. How did you last stand? So, Chile, what do you say? Yeah, they said no, which is actually good. I'm, like, longer stuck in Paraguay than I wanted to, because they're literally spamming last stand. I'm so annoyed. Oh my god, how many times can you do that? Please. So we also have a war goal against Brazil already. Yeah, by now I would have already attacked Brazil, because this war shouldn't be this hard. But because they're last standing with this modifier on their side, this is very annoying. You either rush them down immediately, or you have this log. There's nothing in between with Paraguay. Anyways, let's do South American unity, renaming us to La Sudamerica Legionaria. And it might have sounded more Italian than Spanish. And we unlock South American unity decisions, which allows us to core South American territories. Let's go. War is over, and next stop, Chile. And here we go. South American unity is done. I'm gonna immediately go down here to get myself a nice research slot, and also start integrating the territory we just conquered. And if you would look at our political power, you might notice that we have more than enough to do that. Thank you, political corruption. My advice here is to not integrate too much at the same time, because this does give a negative political power gain for 35 days. I'm gonna do like 2 at a time. This way I don't don't slip into the negative. I think the most min-max way would be doing one after another, but I'm also lazy, so no. So Chile, goodbye. And yeah, while we're doing that, a fun little thing started. And yeah, Chile is gone. Take all the land and the navy and prepare a fun little incursion into our neighbor. Let's go. I'm a bit late. I would have liked to attack them 100 days ago, but if everything goes well, they have nearly nothing here. And yeah, it does seem like that. Nearly nothing here. And thanks to our speedy cars, we just encircled all of this. Yeah, I think the Brazil war will be a lot easier now. This naval invasion is a very good trick, by the way. Do that. Pushing through here is a huge pain. And I can guarantee that with my good old source, trust me. Oh my god, look at that. This is not looking good. They lost so many troops right there. Losses wise, I lost 22k. They lost 144k. So much. I'm gonna be a bit greedy now and start my fabrication against Bolivia. At the same time, I shouldn't forget to continue coring. Very important. Do that. And look at that. Finally, 4 research slots. Sadly, we can't get a 5th. All the new focus trees only give you 4, but you know what? 4 is more than enough for what I'm planning. More than enough. In a few more days Brazil had to prepare are actually a huge difference. They're way stronger. But with that pocket down here, this is actually still very much doable. And would you look at that? Another encirclement. Delicious. You actually have to take quite a bit of Brazil, so even though I could probably win without doing that much encirclements, I really don't want to deal with troops in jungle anymore. Paraguay was very painful. So yeah, goodbye troops. Goodbye. And that's Brazil. Gone. Very good. Once again, a lot of land to integrate. So I should finish up this down here. I do forget about integrating a lot. It was actually quite well timed. In 50 days, we get the war goal. So yeah, around 120 days for Brazil. I would say that's pretty good. And just as a heads up, in the meantime, I turned my division into a 7-2. Not the best division, but cost effectiveness, very good. Anyways, let's go into Bolivia. And while that fun excursion is going on, I'm gonna build myself a cute air force. Bolivia is gone. Now let's stand in line for Peru. I just noticed a huge upside of taking Brazil a bit later is that I got some of the rubber focuses done. That's really nice. Actually, some rubber in my nation. Very good. And yeah, I'm upgrading the infrastructure because in South America, you tend to have a lot of problems with resources later. So I'm just gonna upgrade it now. So I need to import less later. Because as soon as I'm at war with the allies, I will have resource problems. That sadly affects. You might already notice why I saved so much political power. Integrating all of this is very expensive. Like incredibly expensive. Which is good. They changed it. It was way too cheap before. I like it this way way more. But yeah, we had over 1,000 political power and now I'm nearly down to around 400. And I'm not even close to being done with Brazil. And later on we have all of Peru. And I'm not even done with Bolivia. So yeah, I'm just gonna say best national spirit of the run. Can't change my mind. I'm sorry. In the meantime, I did these focuses over here, which are mostly temporary effects, which are quite good. But at the bottom, you get Argentine Metropole, which is a good research modifier. 10%. I like it. So I would say war goal is done. Let's go in. So that took forever, but that should be Peru done. It isn't. It isn't. Okay, now it is. I had to take like one more city. Doesn't matter. Peru, mine. Finally. Oh my god. I hate fighting in Peru. It is always so painful. But we're not gonna expand any further south. And you know what? I'm gonna actually give you context immediately for that. Because this is not my first recording. In my last recording, I proceeded to push north. In the last second before capitulating, Ecuador joined the allies. And I had to fight the allies 3 years in the Amazon before I could get anywhere else. Because their own land over here, right? I'm not gonna do that again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into Europe. So let's do that. Yeah, I'm officially out of political power now, and there's still so much more land I can core. But I feel like after that over here is done, the most important industrial parts are cored. So, war against Portugal, I would say, let's go. And very good news, the naval invasion is a go. And would you look at that, the troops have landed. And I even can get my air force over. Very good. By the way, the US joined the war right now, and they're partial now. Okay, it changed. It would have been so fun. It would have been stuck on civilian economy the entire game. Because, yeah, they still can't do that. This is so stupid. Anyways, goodbye, Portugal. It was an honor. Next on our list, Spain. And it might actually be good that they're non-aligned, because this means they're way less likely to join the Axis. And because I kind of prioritized it, we can now finish the Mountaineer Doctrine. Yeah, I really made like a lot of Mountaineer stuff over here. I like Mountaineers a lot, and they have done a good job so far. I should probably make them stronger. later. But for now, war goal is finished. Let's go in and Air Force, just do Air Force stuff. And yeah, of course, the AI last stands. They know how to trigger me now. They know it. But yeah, this really shouldn't be a long war. We are so much stronger than Spain. Yep, not a long war. Thank you for the land. So, the only thing we have to do now is basically prepare a war against the Axis, because the next nation I want to take out is actually Germany and Italy. Yeah, they are in the Soviet Union now, so let's prepare. I just looked at Vichy France, and I'm not the only one interested in attacking them, apparently. There's some other competitors. But yeah, my war goal is ready any day now. I think I have to play a bit defensively at the beginning, but after grinding down the Germans a bit, we should have an easy go. So without any more waiting, let's go in. Okay, I just see there's not a lot of troops here, so just gonna try to push. We'll see if it works. Yeah, so far so good. And we might actually be able to do some damage in Italy. That would be huge. Yeah, apparently the Germans are still very strong. They are getting weaker, but the Air Force is kind of hurting me. Big question is, can I outproduce the Germans? I will probably not like the answer, but I have to say I would wish for an auto trade tool, because that's kind of annoying. Microing armies and then microing trade. Yeah, but losses so far is 60k on my side, mostly due to Germans. And the Germans already lost 100k to me. The Italians 50. It's gonna be very soon more. And yeah, I got control over Naples. Yippee. So, southern Italy is cleared up. Goodbye. That means I can concentrate on the north. And yeah, welcome to Rome, I guess. That was a good push. Also getting some nice encirclements done with the Italians. Good. Another beautiful pocket. Goodbye. Wow, the Civil War happened. This had to take Milan. Wow. Yeah, transfer the territory. Way easier occupation now. Because I'm interested, let's check losses again. I'm at 280k now, which do be a lot. The Germans have lost 1.3 million to me, and the Italians another 500,000. Losses-wise, I'm performing very good in this war. Like, absolutely amazing. And I'm not surprised if this over here very soon will fall apart, because they're just running out of manpower and guns. When is, let's go. So can we defeat the Italians by taking over Trieste? Oh, please don't tell me I need Sardinia. Oh, please don't. Over the last few months, I built my Air Force back up, and we should be ready to do an actual push. So I am gonna risk it. Let's go. So far, seems very good. I do be losing a lot of planes, but I feel like as soon as we push them out of the airports, we should have this. Vichy France is gone, which gave all the land to the Allies. It's not like I did all of that work. And finally, I can integrate the last few provinces on the side. Yeah, that takes forever, and I will repeat myself. This is a bonus, not a negative. And the other side, I'm obliterating the Axis in France. Yeah, I didn't mention that, did I? It was going so well. I was just happy, okay? I just smiled. Got to give any commentary about that. And yeah, I also capitulated the other Italy with a naval invasion because I was bored. Anyways, let's push into Germany proper. And yeah, the Soviets are not having the best of times. They are not looking good. I do have 31 war participation. That is huge. I'm getting close to what the Soviet Union has. They've been in this war for quite a while with a lot of losses. 6 million. I'm just saying. Me with my 350k doing about a bit more than half of the Soviet Union does on damage. Yeah, I think I'm doing my part. But if you think about what I'm currently doing and which leader I won, it's quite ironic that I'm the one who defeats Germany. Yeah, I think the Germans don't have a lot of troops left. And I have endless equipment. Those deficits are a lie. I actually have 33k guns. This is actually so stupid how easy this push is at the moment. I'm just gonna watch this now. I'm not gonna do anything. And we're in Berlin. I didn't do anything. That's actually very funny. And I overtook the Soviets in war participation. Beautiful. Come on, Vienna. Push it. Yep, that's that. So, peace treaty is done. And I got myself quite a bit of land. Some reason I could take all of France. I think it's because they're occupied, but it is kind of funny how much land I was able to take. But this will boost my industry by a lot. Oh, what is this? A strange visitor. This event is still so funny. Yeah, let's give a random dude that speaks broken Spanish with a German accent the full control over our nation. What could go wrong? Here you go. Senor Hilter. Yeah, and now we're only missing the world conquest part. Yeah, but that's why I attacked Germany first, because I thought it would be boring if we get in very late, like right to the end. I wanted to play a little bit with the man, the legend, in control. And what I'm gonna do immediately is stop this focus and start this one. 4 times the charm. Renaming us to the 4th Reich. Let's go. I like this over here is France now. And of course, the Allies had to decolonialize most of Africa. Thanks, Allies. Focus is done. We had a slight rebranding. So let's do this focus over here now for getting a war goal for basically most South American nations. And we gain cores on all former German states. That is, by the way, why I took so much of Germany instead of the Balkan. I mean, also for the industry and the resources. But we get cores on all of that. Right now, my manpower law is not enough. But after we court all of that, should be more than enough. And yeah, after all of this fighting, my generals are kind of gods. Like, half of them have adaptable now. That is pretty good. But yeah, right now, I would love to attack the Soviets. I can't. Because the USA has probably already unlocked the decision to attack me. And they will probably do it very soon. And because I don't want to fight a two-front war with the Soviets and the USA, I'd rather just take the USA out now and then the Soviets. So, focus is done. Germany's court. Very good. We should be bombarded with manpower right now. The industry already kicked in. So we have a few more factories we can use now. And I would actually use that to build a few more planes, but also I would love to start a tank program. So you know what? Let's research modern tanks. We're just gonna skip all the other tanks. We're gonna straight up just start with modern tanks. Let's go. And I would say at this point of the 40k special, I know I'm not gonna end the video here. Don't even think about clicking away. I wanna talk about the 50k special because yes, I already have a 50k special in mind and I wanna hear your opinion. So what I thought to give something back to you as a community is that I will release as a 50k special a mega campaign starting at Crusader Kings and going all the way to Stellaris. I will try to make it that every day you will get a new video of a new game and I really hope they can get this done in time because we already at 41k. I mean even a bit more. So yeah, I'm sorry if I'm late with that. But that would be my idea because I actually really want to thank you. I know I don't say this a lot because I normally don't like to interrupt the flow of the video. But yeah, you allow me to make a living out of this, which I'm very grateful for. Like really grateful. And I thought as a token, I will do this big thing after this big thing. But now sentimental part aside, let's go into Ecuador. I know this is an amazing bridge for this conversation. I'm just gonna go from thank you for all the support to... So Colombia, goodbye. And while we do that, let's get a few toys. And yep, they joined the Allies. But that's fine, because I'm prepared. Gonna immediately push them out of here and prepare these two offenses, if they're stupid enough to go here. Yeah, Poland is not having a good time in this campaign. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, they already started with naval invasions. Let's finish this quick and then clean that up. Oh my god, I forgot about that. That's the thing I really don't like about fighting the Allies. They're always everywhere. So I would say push over here going quite well. Europe is mostly secured. They do be planning a lot of naval invasions as far as I see. So while we're cleaning up Yugoslavia, let's take out Venezuela. Venezuela is gone. Let's continue to push on the islands. And I would say we should also start a small nuclear program. Just a small one. Ah yes, I looked away for a little bit. And how do I fight my entire army in Greece? Like that. Thanks, battle plan. Appreciate it. Is it just me? Or are Bulgarian tanks way too large? I noticed it many times. The model of the Bulgarian tank is just huge. Like, look over here. Romanian tank. Bulgarian tank. This is so stupid. And look at that, we have modern tanks. I just don't have any armor plating, so let's research that real quick. Very confusing. Anyways, let's push up to the US. Goodbye, Panama Jaw. And let's also finally integrate Italy. I normally don't like to do that because it's just more coast I have to guard, but yeah, with Italy, I don't really have a choice. After a while, they will break off, and I don't want to conquer them a second time, so I guess I just integrate them. And Mexico is gone. The offensive against the US was a little bit on a hold, but I wanted to kind of consolidate land and protect Europe because I got bombed to hell and have no war support left. But yeah, I stabilized the front lines quite well over here, and now I just want to get rid of the US. Once that is done, we should have a barely easy time finishing off this world conquest because the Soviet Union is fighting China now, which should make this entire thing over here a lot easier. And I also have enough resources now and manpower that I can actually build stuff and deploy stuff. For like 1 year now, I had no manpower because it was so slowly ticking in, which also meant I couldn't deploy any stuff. And on top of that, I had no resources because for some reason no one wants to trade with me. So I had to reduce my trade law. But now that all of that is done, we're looking into a bright future with a great army. Yeah, I know why I garrison all of Europe, because the British are annoying. Yeah, the British have sent a large amount of troops down here, which kind of lets me think that the mainland might be unprotected. So I'm gonna risk it and go in. By naval landing. And now all of you go to Britain. Same with the Air Force, because we have landed. And they were very unprepared for that. US Air Force has been annoying for so long. Let's decommission it. Goodbye. Oh my god. So much stuff has happened and I was just sweating. Okay, I'm really out of everything. The Allies naval invaded everywhere. The good thing is they have no more manpower except the US. The US has a little bit left, but most importantly, they have barely any air force left. Like even what I have, and I'm so limited because I have no chromium, because my only pass where I get chromium from Turkey is blocked. I didn't know you have to own both sides. Yeah, I'm starving. So I did a small intervention and took Cuba. Took also way too long, and my industry is back, baby. Yeah, but like 2 years, maybe 3 years have passed and I nearly lost. Like, I'm not even joking. I nearly lost all of Europe. Half of Spain was gone. All of Italy was gone. That was not fun. I think there was just half an hour of me just swearing. That was so stupid. That entire war before was so stupid. But conclusion, having a lot of nukes is very useful. And also, I wouldn't want to live in Italy anymore. Goodbye, UK remnants. This felt way too good. That should be the US Air Force mostly gone. Finally. Oh my god. The US has capitulated. That took forever. And a lot of nukes. So let's get to the next great power. Yeah, there's a lot new great powers around here. Canada. And then we go India. I have no idea how I'll get to India, but let's just do Canada for now. I can tell you, fighting with resources is so much more fun than fighting without resources. I hadn't had equipment for so long. This is wild. There's a reason why I always like to capitulate the Allies early in a world conquest, because they are so annoying. The Allies are just annoying. So, can I trade with Turkey again? Let's go. Trade is back, baby. Yo, Canada, wanna capitulate? There's not much cities left that I could take, so... And I really don't want a naval invade here. It seems very painful. Please, Canada, please capitulate. It looks like I don't need to naval invade. I didn't even know this was connected. I'll take it. Sure. Oh my god. Canada is gone. Oh, why is the Soviet Union here? Wait, did the Soviet Union ask for Alaska and the US gave it to them? What? I never saw that. I think I found my way to India. This should work just fine. Welcome to India. So India is right about to capitulate. I'm gonna stop here because I want to get a bit more of these nations involved. I cleaned up most of the Middle East, but yeah, these nations are just so annoying, man. Next summer, I think I'm just gonna focus on getting Africa instead of like a few provinces in France or something, because oh my god, like these two nations are just salt in a wound. It is so incredibly annoying. Okay, they just capitulated. I don't know what happened because I didn't make them capitulate. The Japanese might have taken something, so yeah. Anyways, time to clean this up. I actually got an achievement as Argentina hold the Falkland Islands in South Georgia for 73 days consecutively. Yeah, I didn't do that, but I guess because I own it permanently, I just got it. Cool. Okay, peace deal in China has been done, I guess, and it's very horrible, but at least there's not a big unified China anymore. I am certainly scared that Soviet China will turn into a great power once I attack the Soviet Union, but I am trying to get a compliance government up, but there's a lot of front lines I have to cover, so I'm building a bit more backup on the side. I'll need so much stuff. On a good note, I can integrate a lot of stuff, and you see I'm losing 1.4 political power now. Yeah, doing all of them at the same time is really bad at the beginning. Now, I don't care. I really don't care. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I was confused why an African nation declared war on me, and now I understand it's the Ethiopian focus tree. Oh my god, and now Ethiopia declared war on me, and now I'm at war with the entire Comintern. Why can they do this as a puppet? That is so stupid. So, welcome to the... Is this the Third World War? I'm actually not sure. This is one of the world wars. But yeah, we are at war with the Comintern now. And I have to say, I'm kind of lucky that it didn't happen earlier, because the Ethiopians could have done this earlier, and then I would have been screwed. Yeah, I'm holding out, but saying I'm currently winning would be a lie. And look at that, we're pushing again, because I have something that the Soviets don't. An unlimited nuclear arsenal. Because every time I get air supremacy just for a second, I nuke the hell out of the airport. Here a small example. Around 1,000 planes in Warsaw. around 15 planes in Warsaw. Oh, this is so good. Yep, this is a lot of work. The Soviet Union had way too much time. I have way more Air Force now, and my Air Force production is going overdrive, but oh my god, this is a horrible war, and I have nothing to add to this. The only thing that keeps me up at the moment is that there's no other great power, and I use the time to basically justify in all of the African nations, so I'm at war with all of Africa. Soon TM. Yeah, that's the only upside, that I can use the time to actually justify in all of the minor nations. Besides that, this is very painful. And the biggest challenge I had to overcome right now is that my main chromium dealer works for the other side. Sad turkey noises. I had to outsource my chromium production into the US because there's one state, Oregon, which you can develop a lot for chromium. So this state produces 250 chromium now. This is where I get all my chromium from. And of course, Cuba. Cuba is also very important. And actually cored Cuba. The cores are very weird, by the way, because I was able to core this here, the Caribbean, but not this. That is so weird. I'm asking no questions though. Yeah, but I really start to push now. Like, there's real movement. That is actually good. Before that, it was just moving 2 provinces forward and then wait 10 years for the Air Force to recover. Now, I'm actually moving forward. But I have to say, I have a lot of factories on aircraft. It's like so many factories. And to give me some slack, the Comintern outproduced me. Because the Soviet Union alone has around 700 mils. And I have 881. But the cast damage I do, oh my god. It is actually wild. What are the losses so far? I haven't actually checked. I lost 3.4 million. The Soviet Union lost 5.7. Okay, high. To answer the question, the losses have been high. But yeah, I would say, after all of the nuking, the Soviet Union has really not a lot of Air Force left. Because I have like 4 times the Air Force now. Yeah, this should be easy. I mean, should be easy. It is still a Soviet Union, and I'm still in Eastern Europe. Not even anywhere close to the Urals. But working in my favor, I have 100% collaboration government. So they will capitulate way earlier than they would normally. I'm gonna give my troops some extra power to push forward. Good luck. Yep, pushes are happening. Very good. Hungary capitulated. I mean, there's still a lot of Soviets here, but the main forces are gone and the Air Force. That's good. Yeah, I think that's the first time I can say this. I'm winning this war. I thought I had a huge deficit in tanks, like 9,000. Then I remembered, wait, no, I'm building new tanks. They're like missing 6,500. Yes, I'm still missing like 2,000 tanks on the front line, but compared to the Soviets, that is nothing. And finally, we defeated the fake Germany. Let's go. By the way, all of Eastern Europe, irradiated wasteland. If you watch the Foothold series, that's the Balkan now. 100%. And we finally started to enter the main Soviet Union. Would you look at that? I don't know how much I showed of this war, but this war was dreadful. Not as bad as the Allied War, but pretty bad. And just to give you some context, I'm 9 hours into recording now. This is 9 hours. I'm not done after the Soviet Union. There's still some nations I have to defeat. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I pushed for a while now, and then I remembered I don't need to push legitimately. I have nukes. Let's go. And that's Romania dealt with. And I can nuke this all day. You can reinforce this as much as you want. I'm gonna get over that strait. Oh no, I nuked myself. Oops. Yeah, happens to the best of us. See, that's why we still have corrupt, because we're not coordinated. And yeah, I never got rid of that. We still have that. It's a good spirit. It's actually still helpful for keeping my war support high, because I get so many modifiers against me, and having a lot of political power is still very useful, especially for developing all the resources in America and South America. That was hugely helpful. Look at all the liberating we're doing. That's gonna be a free Balkan. And with free, I mean free of the Soviets. Oh my god, I can nuke Moscow. Goodbye, industry. Yeah, this is actually fun now, but it's because I'm winning. Like 3 hours of losing, followed by 20 minutes of winning. I love this game. But unironically, the Argentine modern tank design looks pretty cool. I know this comes out of nowhere, but I just like it. They capitulated. And I haven't even reached Moscow, Stalingrad, or Leningrad. They just capitulated when I was in Ukraine. Okay, anyways, let's take everything. The peace conference is lagging so hard. I'm genuinely scared the game crashes. No, okay, it didn't crash. Good. Now I just have to get rid of those African nations that Ethiopia spawned. Thank you, Ethiopia. But yeah, basically now I've won. The combination of mine and the Soviet Union's economy is ridiculous. And I have full compliance in the Soviet Union, so yeah, don't need to import stuff anymore. Pretty sure about that. And that is Africa nearly cleaned up. Looking at you. So now for the last great power, Japan. Yeah, and thanks to having nearly unlimited submarines, the Japanese don't get supply in China anymore. This is so good. I mean, just look at the naval map mode. This is wild. Oh my god. My Japanese navy. But I would have been disappointed if I wouldn't see these results after collecting all the navies in the world. I just want to say I've not used a single nuke yet. This is just complete air and tank supremacy. Anyways. Oh, that feels so good. Goodbye, Japanese. You shall not stand in my way of global domination. I have the feeling I will have air supremacy when I land in Japan. I don't know. Just a feeling. Man, I love late game HOI4. When you see like a nuclear reactor in South Vietnam, you know you're in for a good ride. Okay, maybe I wouldn't even call this late game anymore. This is way too late game. It's 1955. And I pushed them out of the mainland, meaning they have 6 million losses to my 600,000 losses. Oh my god. I did them dirty. I did them really dirty. I'm so over-prepared after the Soviet Union thing. And Siam didn't even join the faction. Maybe the US lost too early? I don't actually know why, but I'm fabricating on them. And Switzerland. I haven't forgotten about them. Does take forever though. We are in Japan. Switzerland. Goodbye. I think that's the shortest Switzerland war I ever had. Okay. Capitulated. Cool. I didn't want them to capitulate yet, but I think I activated the attack order in Japan. Yeah, my mistake. Tibet, gone. I just noticed I can integrate the Dominican Republic. How could I have forgotten about them? I'm so sorry. War goal against Sweden? Let's get this going. I just want to be done, okay? Now only these two missing. Bhutan, be gone. Thank you. Nepal, be gone. And that was the last war call we needed. Be gone. And now we only have to finish off Sweden. That sounded wrong. Sweden, I'm not in the mood to wait. Get out of my way. I can nuke you all day. I don't care. I have 444 nukes. Don't try me. You're actually giving up pretty late. It's holding out for so long. Come on, Sweden, please. I just want the suffering to end. How are you still fighting? What is this? Don't you dare force me to come there. I'm not in a good mood. Force me to go to the island. I control the entirety of Sweden. Now they give up. I prepared the naval landing. Now they're like, no, we're out. Okay, taking everything. Goodbye. And here we go. War conquest done. This was pure suffering and very painful, but I did get it done in one day. It's like 10 hours later, even a bit more. War conquests are always fun. Anyways, these were my templates. My patrons, I love you. Until next time, bye.